And the number one most fakest fake natty of all time by far. Have you guessed it? You must know by now. We're going to be counting down the top 5 most fakest fake natties of all time. And to make the top 5 list, you have to be obviously not natural.
今回この場を借りて謝罪いたします。
And if you look at his improvements year after year, you don't make very small improvements, then suddenly at the age of 29, make a huge and dramatic transformation. 4. Simeon Panda almost made the top 3. The guy has been saying he's natural for years, but look at this guy's physique. He says he doesn't even have great genetics. He just worked really hard. If you had my genetics, you could do it too. At least then people might believe you. They might say, well, he has the world's best genetics, and so that is what you can do. But when you downplay your genetics and say you just trained harder, ate better, put in the work more than everyone else, well, that makes you just look like even more of a fake natural.
まずですね、これはっきり言わせてもらうんですけど、私の体というのは薬物使用によって作られたものではありません。
Looking up and to the right means they're definitely lying.
How true is this? Study is from Edinburgh University, actually completed 3 studies to show there is no definitive correlation between the direction of eye movement and whether the subject was telling the truth or lying. So,
今回この場を借りて謝罪いたします。
You will not look like The Rock, 100% natural. Guy said, tried it once when I was a teenager. Really? Tried it once when you were a teenager, got gynecomastia, had to have it surgically removed. Watch my old video.
横川君についてどう思いますかってなんかさっきありましたけど、僕らが言うのもあれですけど、はい、彼ってどう見てもナチュラルじゃないですか。僕らから見ても。はい、ね、それって僕らもう責任持って言えますよね。
You notice that they're listening to you and they start to do this as they're listening. Or they're asked a question and they start to do that during the training process. That would signify that that customer probably is having difficulty understanding what you're saying. You are correct. And what does that tend to mean you should do that?
横川君はナチュラルなのかって言うんですけど、僕から見たらもうどう見てもナチュラルなんですけど、須山さんどうですか
？You think it's even remotely possible that he could now look better in his 50s than he did when he was younger, while being 100% natural, traveling the world, waking up at 4:30 with low body fat levels? Well, I don't know what to tell you. And because he's so well-liked, because he's such a famous superstar and doesn't admit to using PDs, he gives false hopes, false beliefs that physique could be achieved natural. It would be much better if he came out and said, this isn't natural. Please set realistic goals. Don't think you can look like this just by training hard and eating properly. Rather him to be honest and tell the peeps what they need to hear.
もう公言しようよ。
And the number one most fakest fake natty of all time by far, Mike Hearn. At this point, it's absolutely comical that he still says he's natural. I don't think he thinks anyone thinks he's natural at this point. The guy is in his 50s looking absolutely amazing. And so why not keep it going? Why not continue to say you're natural? I'm sure he'll be in his 70s if he lives that long saying, look at this physique, 100% natural while looking better than most 25-year-olds. The guy's been consistently saying he's 100% natural while looking better than many IFBB pros. Almost all social media influencers who do natty or nots have talked about Mike. I don't think a single one has ever said, yeah, here's proof the guy's natural, or I believe him. And if they do believe him, well, they're joking as well. I can't imagine anyone actually thinking Mike Hearn is natural. Perhaps 1 in a billion chance you're actually natural. Well, take it as a compliment. I mean, there could be no greater honor than somebody accusing you of being a fake natural when you're not. That's got to put a smile on your face. Let me know in the comment section, who would you have in your top 5 and why would you add that person?